but I've only got one shoe and then I can't go to the ball. And Alexander, Christopher and Aunt Lisa went, the ball? What? You're in the middle of the desert. Where on earth are you going to a ball? And the mermaid went, I have to swim there. But I forgot my shoe when I went out last night in the desert to catch some lizards for tea. Can you help me? And Alexander and Christopher and Aunt Lisa and El Fuego and Jack went, ooh, I think we can actually. Is this your shoe? And the mermaid went, this is my shoe! How did you find it? And Alexander and Christopher and Aunt Lisa and El Fuego and Jack went, oh, we just saw it in the sand. It was just lying there all sparkly and pretty. And so we picked it up in case it belonged to someone and we could give it back. And she went, oh, thank you. That's amazing. Now I can go and go to the ball and maybe meet a prince. I don't know. And Alexander and Christopher and I said, wow, so how do you get to the ball? And the mermaid said, well, I'm going to swim under here and it leads out to the ocean. And Alexander and Christopher and I said, wow, we need to come too, please. And she said, well, have you got scuba gear? And Alexander, Christopher and I said, of course, we always pack our scuba gear. Hold on, we'll just go and get it from the stunt truck and the buggy. And they ran back up. And they put on their scuba gear. It was really too hot to put on scuba gear up there. But they did. And so did Jack, because he's always got scuba gear. And El Fuego is a skeleton. He didn't need scuba gear. And Ramadan. Here we are. And so she said, but it's very dangerous. If you come with me, you might get eaten by a shark. And Alexander and Crystal went, we're not scared of a shark. And so they all went swimming down through the pool and past loads of amazing cave networks that went underneath. And then swimming. They were swimming out into the open ocean through a tunnel. And they came out and they spotted the octopod. Wow, well that was a massive coincidence, wasn't it? And they spotted the octopod, but they also spotted the most enormous shark you have ever seen in your entire life. And the enormous shark was just about to try and gobble up the octopod. And Alexander and Christopher and Aunt Lisa went, ah! Those are our friends that live in there. We need to rescue them. And the mermaid went, oh, I don't know if we can. We need to just run away. We really do. We need to run away or swim away because we're under the sea. And El Fuego went, never! We will stop that shark right in his tracks. And Jack went, stop the shark right in his tracks. And Alexander and Christopher and Aunt Lisa went, oh, we need a plan. That's how you talk underwater. And Christopher said, I know, I'll radio Captain Barnacles. So it, come in, Captain Barnacles. And Captain Barnacles, ahoy! What brings you out here, Christopher? And Christopher went, I can see your octopod. You're in a terrible danger. And Captain Barnacle said, what do you mean we're in terrible danger? Christopher said, look behind you, there is a giant shark. Repeat, ginormous, enormous shark just behind you. And Captain Barnacles went, oh, crikey, there is a giant shark just behind us. Oh no, we need to distract the giant shark. And Christopher said, okay, we'll try and do a distraction. And, oh, but we don't want the giant shark to eat us. Captain Barnacle said, good point. Okay, what we need to do is distract the shark some other clever, cunning plan way. Okay, we'll have a think, said Christopher. So, everyone put their heads together and figured out a cunning and ingenious plan to distract the shark as quickly as they could so that the octopod could get away. And what they did was they saw that there was a ginormous boulder that was just teetering on the edge of an underwater cliff. And they thought, if we can just move that boulder, the shark will get such a fright as it nearly lands on him that it will swim away. And so they all approached the boulder and they went, ready, steady, heave! And they were swimming. Went, oh, it's no good. If only we had an ankylosaurus that could whack it really hard. But we're under the sea. There's no ankylosauruses under the sea. And then the mermaid said, oh, mermaid doesn't need underwater gear. I could probably get you an ankylosaurus. I'm a magic mermaid, obviously. I can grant wishes for people. And Alexander and Christopher and I said, whoa, can you magic an ankylosaurus here just to whack this rock, okay? And maybe as a distraction for the shark. The shark will think, what on earth is that? And the mermaid said, sure. And so, pop, an ankylosaurus appeared under the water. Well, that was a weird turn off the books. And the ankylosaurus was like, because the ankylosaurus didn't have any scuba gear on. And then just in that moment, it thrashed its giant ankylosaurus tail and whacked the big ginormous boulder. And the big ginormous boulder flew through the sea. Did it fly through the sea? Anyway, it sailed through the sea towards the shark that was just homing in on the octopod. And it went boonk. And the shark went, ooh. And then it sank down to the bottom of the sea, all that. And they went, oh, I hope we've not injured him too badly. We only meant to distract him. Oopsie. And the ankylosaurus went, oh. And then, pop, magically disappeared. Which was lucky for the ankylosaurus because it went back to where it had come from, which by strange coincidence was actually Jurassic World. They have to magic them from somewhere and then pop them back again. So the people at Jurassic World were very shocked when the ankylosaurus first of all disappeared and then second of all reappeared soaking wet and really annoyed. Anyway, oh, low power mode, panic. Anyway, so I should plug my phone in. Hold on. So, anyway, so then they had saved the octopod, which was really lucky. And Captain Barnacle went, thank you so much, Christopher and Alexander and the team. We really appreciate everything you've done. How can we maybe repay you? And Christopher said, we have a friend here who needs to get to the ball. Will you be able to help her? She's a mermaid. And Captain Barnacle said, sure. We can take her to shore. That's a great idea. Also, I think Pesso's really good at styling hair. And Dashi can take beautiful pictures. And Tweet can do her makeup. Okay? And Christopher went, brilliant idea. Let's all go to the ball. And the mermaid went, well, I didn't think you were all invited. But okay, yes, you can all come to the ball. That's a great idea. How lovely. Anyway, so they all climbed aboard the octopod. And the mermaid had a special makeover from the Octonauts, who were surprisingly good at makeup and hair. You wouldn't even know. And her legs grew because when you're dry as a mermaid, you grow back your legs. And she put on her beautiful shoes and a beautiful dress that she magicked. And they went to the seaside and landed at the shore. And at the shore, there was a beautiful palace. And the palace was throwing the most amazing ball. And the mermaid magicked for everyone beautiful smart suits and cool dude outfits and lovely dresses. And then all of the Octonauts and El Fuego and Jack and Alexander and Christopher and Auntie Lisa all went to the ball together. And it was the best disco party ball that you've ever been to, ever, ever, ever. They had fizzy drinks and sweets and, most importantly, a lot of ice cream. And they all had a great time. And that is the end of the story. Love you. Bye-bye.